Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Ghoul Patrol on the SNES, which, if you've never played it before, it is an unofficial sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbours. It's a bit like a gauntlet game. Anyone who's seen my previous review of this, which was when I had the SNES cartridge, will probably be wondering why I bought it, because I absolutely slated it, because I've never been a fan of it, and literally it's one of those things. I had 800 points left and I couldn't think of a damned thing to buy. As much as I would have liked to, for the completionist in me, got Fatal Fury 3 and then the 3 real bout Fatal Fury games to complete that collection, when the VC controller isn't great for fighters, and my brother's stopped playing VC fighters with me since I got the Dreamcast, where we can play arcade quality fighters with a fight stick each, then it's just one of those things that I didn't see the point in buying them. So I just thought, sod it, one day I may actually get into this game and like it. As of yet, I've still, well, been unable to get into it. And it's a bit of a shame that therefore my last Wii VC vid, because nothing comes out for the Wii VC anymore, it's all on the Wii U. It's a bit of a shame that the last Wii VC vid that I'll be doing is actually for a game that I kind of hate. But it's one of those things. Getting onto it, this is one of the few games or reviews I even had to actually remove the comments, because I just had a relentless fanboy who wouldn't shut up about the game and things as to why he thinks it's better. And I said, no, that obviously that's fine, it's your opinion, but at the end of the day you can't force your opinion on me. And he didn't get the hint, so I ended up actually disabling the comments just to get rid of him, because at the time the block system wasn't working that day. So it's one of those. Hopefully that will not happen this time. Hopefully he's not been sitting there for about 4 or 5 years going, one day he will do something, he will slip up and I will come straight back in, you know. Right then, on the actual, well, gameplay. You might notice straight away that it looks an awful lot like Zombies Ate My Neighbours. I did say it is kind of an unofficial sequel, but it's one of those things that I don't know the full story behind it. I know that part of the studio that was doing it either went bust, or while they were in the middle of making it, they sold the rights, so all of a sudden a lot of the dev team went off, and it's just a load of things that basically made this feel almost like a cheap cash-in more than anything else. And it is a bit of a shame, because Zombies Ate My Neighbours deserved a far better sequel than it got. Zombies had about 55 levels plus some secrets, and that was huge, especially for SNES games at the time, because some SNES games were huge, but others were just like really cheap thrills, and you'd kind of think, well, why did I spend that much money on it? This has 13 levels. That is a huge step back. I mean, it's less than a quarter of the total levels, you know. While they improved the graphics, the music isn't particularly any better. It's one of those, it's almost like when you listen to an artist that you absolutely love who hasn't come out with an album in years, and he finally comes out with one, or she, and then you think, well, it's not as good as they used to be, you know. And it's kind of like that. It's nostalgic, it sounds similar enough for you to get behind the music, but it doesn't sound anywhere near as good or up to scratch, which I will end the vid with some music to let you have your own opinion. Gameplay wise, it's very similar to what it was, except now there's no map. So if you used to use the map a lot to find people who you had to rescue, then it's something that's going to be a bit of a problem, because now instead these save me's and help me's come up, and you've just got to try and find the people in time using that system, and I don't think it's as efficient or as useful. And quite often you will lose victims simply because you'll get stuck behind walls or things, and I just don't think it works. The gameplay for the most part though is the same. I mean, you go around, you collect keys to open doors, you collect weapons to kill the enemies. There's a large variety of enemies, there's a smaller variety of weapons. Some things play similar, like some of the weapons handle similar as Zombies Ate My Neighbours, but some of them don't. One of the biggest changes is the fact that now you've got a crossbow instead of a water pistol, and the crossbow's got infinite ammo, whereas the water pistol never did, which kind of makes the game easier, because it means you've never got to worry about ammo. You can always fight back. And don't get me wrong, there were times when I thought, why the hell couldn't I have infinite ammo or something on the first one? But that's because it made it hard, and I stupidly used all my ammo up. and it then became a game of strategy as well, because you had to conserve your ammunition, you know. So for them to remove one of the largest aspects, it's kind of a bit disappointing really. There's, as you might notice, also the ability to run and slide. I've been doing it quite a bit since the review started, just to kind of show it off, as well as certain new weapons and things like that. Hopefully this will work for me here. The portion that I've just got, when I can remember how to actually use them on this one. Right, well, I've highlighted it, so activate, use. I will eventually discover this. Anyway, while I'm talking, basically on the last game you had basically the ability to turn into a werewolf, and on this one, and it was obviously right, you turn into death and you can use a scythe and that, and I keep forgetting it's select to use portions. It's a very awkward system. The controls of this game definitely aren't as good as the first one either. They just feel a bit finicky, and I think it's because you've now obviously got the slide button, which you never used to have. Running is the weapon button, and maybe that's why they made infinite ammo at the end of the day, because if you had to constantly run and you were using ammunition all the time, then it would be a bit of a huge problem, you know. So it's just one of those things. Maybe that's why they did it, and I don't really know. I'll not get an answer most likely ever from now, you know, because the dev isn't even in business. Hell, a lot of devs from those days aren't in business, and even the people who made the original LucasArts, they've went and they've been destroyed, and it's just an annoyance really. But I mean, there's nothing else much I can really say about the game. It is, if you're absolutely desperate for more Zombies Ate My Neighbours, it's kind of your only choice, and you might enjoy it, you might get some fun out of it. The fact that you can still play co-op is good. It's the same characters, so you've still got similarities all over the place that might make you reminisce at least, and maybe nostalgia of the first game will carry you through this one. But at the same time, if you absolutely loved Zombies Ate My Neighbours with such a passion that you wouldn't want anything to spoil it, then it's not really worth getting it. You can definitely spend 800 points on far, far better games. I have reviewed far, far better games for 800 points. And it's just, as I say, a bit of a shame that this is going to pretty much be my last Wii VC vid. I severely doubt I'll find myself getting more points. I only got these because of the star system that they run on Club Nintendo, and I had people's accounts that were saying, well, I didn't use the stars, and it's just like, well, there's nothing I could get with them other than Wii points, so I just ended up getting Wii points and getting those, well, NAM and this, so I severely doubt I'll find any more Wii points in my future. So yeah, for now then, I suppose I'll shut up for a bit of the music, and I'll see you in the Wii U VC vids. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.